Come on in. Come on in.
NCAA.
Hey, we the young dangerous. Hey,
We just balling hard.
hey, I just want some paper. Hey,
NCAA.
hey, set the record straight. Come on in.
Yeah,
Come on in.
shout out to LeBron, 2 Chainz.
True. Rapid go-to league. This is the NCAA March Madness edition of the Sports League podcast. I got a familiar face, Jalil.
Hello there.
Yes, he's back at it. The #1 Duke fan outside of Durham. Represent.
Shout out to Grant.
He even got me being a Duke fan.
Shout out to Grant Hill.
Yes, sir. So today we're gonna go through March Madness. We're gonna pick out our brackets today. We're gonna go through the lines. We're gonna go through the matchups. We're gonna go through who we think is gonna make it, who's not. But a lot of times, early on in the big dance, you got the smaller teams making big upsets. Like Loyola last year, you had a UMBC straight from Baltimore County. You know, from Maryland. You know,
Norfolk State with Kyle.
Right. So we're gonna have discussions about the underdogs coming over and beating the Giants, but then we know eventually it's going to be a blue blood that's going to win it all. Except for
a blue color.
Yeah.
A good color blue, not that light blue.
No.
Light blue is trash.
No, the hardy royal blue.
Exactly.
Duke. But that one time, y'all almost lost to Butler.
We did not.
The buzzer.
That was not a legitimate shot. Butler is overrated. So is Gonzaga. We're gonna get right into this.
Yeah, Gonzaga's #1, so let's get right into it. Gonzaga's #1 seed, but they have to wait for a first 4 playing game between Farley Dickinson from Jersey and Prairie View, A&M. I believe Prairie View A&M is a HBCU.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. That's the good thing about the tournament. You hear about schools you never heard of.
That is true. A lot of times, a lot of schools get bigger admissions because you get the recognition.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people go to Duke not only because they're smart, but because, I know Duke is a big name school.
Yeah.
I went to Penn State because, I know Penn State's a big name school.
Exactly.
Granted, we're a football school. We didn't really make it to the big basketball dance. But we did 2011. 2011, I'm lying. We played Temple. Shouts out to Taylor Battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably playing overseas somewhere.
Yeah. So for the #1 in the West, who do you have?
I'm gonna go Gonzaga.
Okay.
I don't know anyone on Fairleigh Dickinson or Prairie View. So I'm gonna go Gonzaga.
Okay.
The Zags. They beat Duke earlier in the year, but I don't see that happening again.
Yeah. They have that really good guy, Rui Hachimura, who's really good. He's a forward from Japan, and so he's putting Japan on the map in basketball.
Yeah.
He's a really versatile forward. He's pretty good. Do you have a pick between Dickinson or Prairie View?
I'm gonna go Prairie View.
Okay.
Saying they're gonna win.
Okay.
Right down on top.
I'm gonna copy you right there. I'm gonna pick Prairie View too. Next up, we have, you know what, let's do #1s. Let's do all the #1s, and then we go back down that way. So #1, the overall #1, I think it's, what's that school name again?
Duke.
Okay.
Yep.
And they're playing NC Central or North Dakota State. Who do you have?
Duke.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in that first 4...
in North Dakota State, because I've seen them play before.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pick NC Central. I think they're HBC too. So I'll just pick them. But, I mean, they're going to play Zion and the Dukies.
And RJ and Cam
Yeah.
and Trey, the younger brother, which is the better brother, which always turns to happen.
That's not true.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, wow.
The Plumlees.
A positive Michael Jordan reference.
Michael Jordan is a very good player.
Okay. This could keep it in the ACC. There's actually 3 ACC teams that got #1 seeds, but we're gonna send it down to the VA, 2 up, 2 down. So we got Virginia versus Gardner-Webb. Do you see an upset from Gardner-Webb?
No.
But last year, University of Maryland, Baltimore County beat Virginia, who was the #1 overall seed.
Yep.
At 16-1, which never happened before. So when Merlin did that, I was like, whoa. I mean, everyone was like, whoa. I mean, everyone literally put a lighter to their
It was
bracket
over.
and burned it because it was over. Yeah.
The next day at work, everybody was like, well, what's the point of watching it anymore?
Exactly.
This is pointless.
Exactly. So we're picking Virginia here.
Yeah. Iona!
Yeah, Iona. Yeah, New Rochelle in the house.
Let's go Iona!
Yeah. Where you see Iona?
Iona, North Carolina. That's the next number one seed.
Oh, wow, we got the bracket buster. We got a bracket buster. Iona,
Yeah.
New York. Westchester.
Represent the hometown.
Yeah. I got love for Iona. I played against the high school, Iona Prep in high school.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty cool. But I gotta be realistic. Jill will probably find me and like, I saw you pick NC, but I gotta pick NC. I mean they beat Duke twice.
No.
Granted,
no,
both times Zion wasn't playing. The first
Alright,
time
so
doesn't count. But I mean, NC's a really good team, so I'm gonna pick UNC for that one. So now let's just go straight through the east, and then we go straight down to the west. We go straight through the south, and then the Midwest. All right, so VCU versus UCF. So you got the Rams out of Richmond, and you got UCF, the Golden Knights out of Orlando. Who you got?
I'm gonna go UCF.
Okay.
8-9 is usually a toss-up. So
Yeah.
that was just the first team that I saw on the paper.
Okay.
I have not seen the bracket at all. I just got here. So I've not given this any thought process.
Yeah. Well, there's really no science to it.
Not at all.
There's never been a perfect bracket. I mean, Warren Buffett offered last year $1 billion to the perfect bracket, and he made that bet because he knew no one was going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, your guess is better than mine.
Yeah.
So with that matchup, I'm gonna take VCU. I'm gonna keep it in the VA. You know what I'm talking about? VCU.
Yeah, I gotta open up some more hotels in Virginia Beach. There's like 4 rooms available in all of Virginia Beach right now.
Oh, with the Pharrell thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Pharrell thing. There's like another thing going on. There's nothing there.
And there used to be a hotspot too before Miami Beach was started popping. That was the Yo, VA, get up.
What's up?
Get
You
up
got
on
a
it.
month and a half to open up some hotels.
Get on it. All right, Mississippi State Bulldogs versus Liberty.
I'm gonna go Mississippi State.
I'm gonna pick Liberty with that one because 5 and 12s. You see a lot of 12 upsets.
It's true.
And Mississippi State, you're not really jumping off the page for me. But Liberty, I have a feeling that this mid-major is really gonna make some noise.
They usually do.
Yeah.
They usually do.
For Liberty and Justice for All.
There you go.
Yeah,
All right.
So Vodtech, the Hokies, Blacksburg, Virginia. There's a lot of Virginia in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Versus St. Louis Billikens.
I'm gonna go St. Louis.
Okay.
Just
From the
because
blue.
I'm a fan of Nelly. He's St. Louis. Jason Tatum's from St. Louis?
He is.
There you go.
He is.
St. Louis, hold it down. Duke, Jason Tatum. Also was second all time in most points in the ACC tournament. You know who's third?
Grant Hill.
Zion.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Stats.
I'm gonna go with the Hokies with this one.
Yeah, we beat them pretty handily, so
Yeah.
no surprise.
They had this weird thing where like they rushed the court after the big win. I don't know if it was against you guys or not, but they had this big win, and the fans rushed the court. But the security guards did like this special, I guess like floodgate.
Yeah.
So they just made a line around the 3-point line, and so all the fans just ran into the paint and the wing. I was like, that's a new way of like
Actually,
fan storming.
I think that was Duke.
Yeah,
It was in Virginia.
Yeah, because Zion was still out, so everyone was like, let's get free hits in, free shots.
Mm-hmm.
So now Zion is back. Yeah, everyone's hiding. Everyone's hiding.
Then they only lost one game when they had the whole squad.
Yeah, that was against Gonzaga.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was like 6 games in, so.
That's true too. That was in the Maui
Yeah.
Invitational.
On vacation. So.
Next up, we got Maryland, the Terps, waiting against the first 4 playing game with Belmont and Temple. So who you got between Belmont and Temple?
I'm gonna go Temple.
I'm taking Belmont for obvious reasons.
Another mid-major.
We are.
Penn State.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Belmont versus Maryland. Who you got?
I'm going Maryland.
This one is tough for me.
Scott Van Pelt.
That is true.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to my boy.
Maryland, they just joined the Big Ten.
And they are doing terrible.
They are doing very bad. And one time they got really spicy with us in our home field. I'm taking us back to football. Beaver Stadium. They refused to shake our hands. And I'm a very petty person. I hold grudges forever.
Word up.
So I am not picking you, Maryland, to go far. But I will I will pick you guys to beat Belmont. Shouts out to Belmont though, but gotta go with the twerps. Yes, I said twerps. Alright, next up, LSU, the School of Shaq, and Tyus Thomas.
And Ben Simmons.
And Ben Simmons. And Pistol Pete. And Big Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Jamarcus Russell.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Never forget.
And
Leonard Fournette.
OBJ.
Who is now in Cleveland.
Cleveland, Dog Pound.
They traded Odell to sign Golden Tate. And then kept Eli.
But the thing is, Odell is a terrible person of character. He has horrible character. He's not good with his teammates. He's terrible in the field. He just makes plays, and when he makes a touchdown, he gets a touchdown and just makes dances. Like, come on, Odell, grow up.
That's stupid. Winning is important. Same goes for you Steelers with Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. Mike Tomlin, I feel for you. It's all Ben Roethlisberger's fault.
Welcome, Le'Veon. Welcome, Le'Veon. No, but really, Odell, he's a great guy. Obviously, he's one of the elite wide receivers. I mean, come on, one-handed catch. Every time he makes a touchdown, he dance. Yeah, of course, you score a touchdown. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And then he also gives the ball. He's also very fan interactive. He's always showing up to fans. And his teammates respect him. Like when you see him dancing, he's getting his teammates hype and they're showing them respect.
Yeah.
So like, what's the big deal?
I mean, I'd be frustrated if we were losing all the time too.
Yeah. So it's like whatever.
Giants organization.
People are just gonna have their different opinions. I like Odell. So
Shout
more
out.
power to you. But back to Hardwood. Back to Hardwood. Where are we?
LSU and Yale.
Oh yeah, LSU versus Yale. Who you got?
LSU's tough,
Mm-hmm.
but they've been kind of shaky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the smart kids.
Oh!
Also, the cheating kids.
Oh!
Yale.
Yeah!
If you're still accepting money, I could go back and get another degree. Just saying.
Did you know that they were into the whole Yale thing?
What's the whole Yale thing?
You didn't see American Psycho?
Yes I did.
Remember he was like, Willem Dafoe came to Christian Bale. There's not their character names, but he was like, so, what do you know about this, is it Paul Allen guy? It's like, well, he's into the whole Yale thing.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're
I
definitely
referenced
into the whole Yale
in
thing.
their restaurant.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with LSU because I'm not into the whole Yale thing. And
Okay.
plus LSU is a really good athletic program on both hardwood and the gridiron. So.
They'll probably win. I just wanted to make a joke about Yale
Yeah, of course.
and rich kids paying for education. Just saying.
Now you want to talk about funny stuff and petty stuff. The next one is Louisville versus Minnesota.
Another one.
This is the Pitino Classic. Louisville, Rich Pitino.
Minnesota, his son.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So.
This time they were paying the kids
Yeah.
instead of getting paid.
Yeah.
That's better. Pay the kids. CBS and Turner Sports paid $10 million to exclusively show the tournament for 1 month. It only lasts for 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
There's no money in sports.
There is none.
There's no money in sports, but it's worth $10 billion for 1 month. Alright. Just saying.
NCAA.
We just trying to get paid.
That's right.
Y'all getting paid.
That's right.
Y'all making profits. It's a non-profit organization,
True.
and they make profit.
True.
Do I not understand the definition of profit?
I think you do.
You know, your cost, your revenue is higher than your cost. That's your profit.
Right. So it's as if you could see the future, as if you are a prophet.
It's crazy. I'm just saying. You know, you're non-profit. What are you doing with this extra money?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get it, and I didn't even play. Like I know kids that play, they didn't get it.
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying.
So what you got in the Patino Classic?
I think I saw Louisville play. They they blew, what is it, 21 points against them?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I gotta go with Louisville. I mean, I don't know anything about Minnesota except for they're in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with Louisville. They're ACC. Because you know, when you win in the tournament and in bowls, you get money.
Oh, really?
So the school gets money,
Right.
and the
Coach.
the coach gets money,
Right.
But the
AD.
they get money,
Right.
but the conference gets money too.
Oh, wow.
Everyone gets money.
Wow. It's as if the athletes who are performing and succeeding are not getting any
Money.
money.
That's a great business plan.
That is
Oh.
interesting. Well, I'm going to pick Minnesota because I like how you mentioned that Louisville choked.
Mm-hmm.
And Minnesota's in the Big Ten. I like Minnesota. They're cool. So I'm going to go with the Golden Gophers.
There you go. I already know who you're not gonna pick in this one, so.
Oh, Sparty versus Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny? I was playing a game last Monday. And there was a guy wearing Sparty shorts. And you're not going to not guard him, right?
Of course.
So, of course, I guarded him. Of course, I locked him down.
Yeah.
And, of course, he won a playoff game because we are.
Penn State.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But in this one, I got respect for Izzo, so I'm going to pick Sparty over Bradley. There's only one Bradley I know, and his name is Daughtry, and he got dunked on by Michael Jordan like 17 times.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
Bradley's not holding up. So, go green, go white. And plus, we just got Le'Veon Bell.
That's true.
Le'Veon, what's happening?
I'm gonna agree with you. Go Michigan State.
All right, now we're going to the west side. We picked the Zags to beat Dickinson, and I got Prairie View.
Now I got Prairie View.
Oh, we both got Prairie View. I copied you.
Prairie View.
Okay. So now we have Cuse versus Baylor.
Cuse's defense is tough with the zone, but the kid is hurt, and I don't know. He didn't play in the last game versus Duke.
Oh.
Can't remember his name, but their best player.
I'm gonna pick Cuse because they played the Dukies really tough. The 2 times they played them, and then they beat them once too.
They beat us. They beat us once.
So my barometer is how well did you play against Duke?
It's a good barometer.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have.
Mm-mm. So we got the School of Wade
Mm-hmm.
versus our namesake.
And Steve Novak.
Oh, that's right, Jerry.
Shout out to the boy.
Jerry. It's an inside joke, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Remember-
It's all the way inside. I don't know it either.
Mom would watch when she was watching the Knicks game. She'd forget who Steve Novak's name was. She'd just go like, Jerry.
Gotcha.
Hey, Jerry. So yeah, that's you just forgot that joke. It's a real thing. It's really happened. I'm not making this up.
I'm gonna go Marquette. They're tough.
Marquette?
They're tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Murray State because John Morant, he is on fire.
Wow, they're a 12 seed.
Yeah, but they're a small school. But I'm gonna go with Murray State.
I haven't seen him yet. I've only seen like dunks and stuff.
Right.
But I heard he's like can actually play. He's not just a highlight reel.
Right. He's supposed to be like a top 3 pick. Projected to be. Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
So Zion, RJ, JT. What is his name? RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett. Ja.
John Morant. Yeah.
Ja.
Yeah.
Not Cam. Cam Reddish is 6'8" with like a 7-foot wingspan and can pull up from anywhere.
I'm no GM. I'm just telling you know what I know.
Oh, all right. Well, just saying.
Next up, we got the Knowles versus Vermont. Shouts out to Jeremy, 802, what it do?
Vermont is very cold.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Florida State.
Okay.
They're tough.
Mhm.
They are tough.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Noles too. I mean, I've heard a lot of good stuff about Vermont, but I mean, the Noles are pretty good. They're battle tested. They've been in the toughest conference. They literally have 3 number ones in the ACC. So I'm gonna pick the Noles.
They just beat Virginia too.
They just beat Virginia, and they just lost to Duke in the ACC championship in the toughest conference. So
oh yeah, for sure.
I'm just pick the Noles for that one. All right. Next up, we have Arizona State versus St. John's.
Gotta rep the home team, St. John's.
Root for the home, for the Johnnies.
Alum.
That's right, Jamaica Queens, we out here.
What up?
So I'm gonna pick the Johnnies over Arizona State because James Harden's not walking through that door.
Nah.
He's not.
Mm-mm.
Remy Martin's pretty good, but he just hurt his hip. So I'm gonna pick him. And of course, I mean, St. John's. You're not gonna not pick St. John's.
Exactly.
So St. John's versus Buffalo. Who you got there?
That's the New York Classic right now.
That is. Upstate versus downstate.
Yeah.
Cold versus OD cold.
I'm gonna go Buffalo though. They just won. They just won their
Get
conference.
your own alma mater. This was your chance to get free tuition.
Psych.
I'm gonna keep it in Queens. I'm gonna pick the Johnnies. Next up, Texas Tech versus Northern Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Texas Tech.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Texas Tech too. I don't know too much about Northern Kentucky.
Wait, Hills?
Is that the Hilltoppers?
No, I'm
Is it
saying I just
Vikings?
think there's hills there.
Oh. Oh yeah, I'm just going Texas Tech. TT. Alright, Nevada Wolfpack versus Chomp'em Gators.
Florida's been pretty inconsistent, but I haven't seen Nevada play. They've only lost 4 games.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's
But
a good point.
Florida's lost 15 games.
Yeah.
And they're only 3 behind.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Florida.
In the SEC?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a tough conference, man.
I'm gonna pick the Wolfpack. Alright. Michigan versus Montana.
Frenchie's not walking through that door.
There's no way I'm picking Michigan.
Shout out to the VX.
Mom, what time is it?
8:13.
And Michigan still sucks. So
Yeah.
Montana. Alright, so now let's go to the dirty South. So we got Ole Miss versus Oklahoma.
Trey's not walking through that door
True.
either. So I mean it's an 8-9.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Ole Miss.
I'm gonna take Oklahoma. Even though I liked what the players knelt when there was a Confederate rally like right on campus.
Yep.
So respect to the Ole Miss players.
Word up.
But I gotta go with Oklahoma. Just cause. Yeah. Next up, Wisconsin versus Oregon. 5-12. So you can get sexy with this one, with this 12 pick.
No. Oregon's lost a lot of players. A lot of guys are injured. I saw them play last night.
Oh yeah,
They lost. I think they lost last night in the championship game.
No, they won. They
did?
They won the Pac-12.
They won their conference and they're 12?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Wisconsin. I haven't seen them play, but Oregon's been so inconsistent.
I'm gonna pick the Ducks because I've been watching them. They have a good coach, as a Dan Altman. They were playing. They're a team on the rise. They started off really slow because they lost bowl bowls. Like, what do we do? What do we do? Now they're in the zone. They're more locked in. They're hot right now. So I'm gonna pick the Ducks. Quack quack. Shouts out to Bill Walton. I love when he calls Pac-12 games. He's hilarious.
That dude me up.
All right. Next up, we got Kansas State versus UC Irvine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go K-State. They're tough. They beat Kansas.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick K-State too. They got Bruce Weber, former Illinois coach. So there's a little Big Ten connection there. Next up, we got Nova versus St. Mary's.
Nova's been so inconsistent this year.
True.
They got a lot of talent. St. Mary's beat the Zags.
They beat the Zags by
championship.
like 12.
Yeah, in the
15.
championship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go St. Mary's.
Okay. The school of Mahershala Ali,
Yeah.
Oscar winner.
2-time.
Yo. I'm gonna pick. I feel like I should pick Nova because of my beard right now. Got the real Philly, the really Philly swag right now.
Shout out to Meek.
I'm gonna be drawing right now. I'm gonna pick St. Mary's.
The Johns.
Yeah.
Shout out to the other people I know from Philly.
Yeah. I'm gonna be drawing right now. I'm picking St. Mary's. Next up, we got Purdue Boilermakers versus Old Dominion. Another VA team.
VA's popping right now.
Yeah, there's something in the water.
Oh,
hey!
Open up those hotels.
That's right.
I'm gonna go Old Dominion.
You know what?
Because I hate Purdue.
So is my boy SoCal. Shouts out to Jack, baby SoCal. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Old Dominion. So that's the name of the They have a. What's the name of that
Truck company?
theme park in Virginia? Isn't it Great Dominion, Old Dominion?
King's Dominion.
King's Dominion, yeah. So Old Dominion practically has like their own theme park. So we have our own creamery. So like it's kind of cool. Am I stretching it?
We have New York City.
True. Okay. Next up, Cincy versus Iowa.
Cincy all the way. They're going to win national championship.
Jeremy would definitely appreciate that pick.
They're always tough. Every year.
This is like Jeremy versus downtown right here. So.
Those are players that he plays with and his friends.
Yeah. Cincy's tough. Iowa's in a good conference, but I'm picking Cincy. I already got the Johnnies going far, so downtown you'd be happy. So Cincy it is. Next up, Tennessee versus Colgate. Now Tennessee, I didn't believe in Tennessee. Like when I think of Tennessee, I think of Candace Park and I think of Pat Summitt. I don't think
that's a good thing to think about.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's a bunch of national championships.
And neither of them are walking through that door, so I'm gonna right my teeth and pick Colgate.
You are out of your mind.
Yes, I am.
I'm going Tennessee. They are tough. They just won the SEC championship against Kentucky. They beat
Auburn won with Bruce Pearl as a coach.
You're right. They beat Kentucky before the was it semis?
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Auburn did win. Where's Auburn? Oh, they're 5.
Yeah, they're coming up.
Shout out to Chuck. Charles Barkley, my third favorite player of all time.
That is a fact. Utah State versus Washington. I'm going to go with the Conference of Champions here. The Huskies, woof woof. Shout out to Bill Walton. Bill Walton's a GOAT. I love Bill Walton.
They have not won a championship in a very long time. That does not count. It's a long time ago. None of those players are they even? They're alive, but they're even retired from the NBA. You need a new team. You need a new name. I know that's where you played at, but come on.
So you're picking?
I'm gonna go Utah State.
Utah State.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Washington, but I do know that that one guy that got drafted from Washington is no longer in Philadelphia, and he's in Orlando, and his shoulder's messed up. What's his name? What's his name? The kid, he got drafted to Philly.
No, he's in Phoenix.
He's not in Phoenix, he got traded to Orlando.
On draft night?
No, this past season. A few weeks ago. The kid with the messed up shoulder.
Markelle Fultz.
Markelle Fultz.
Wow.
Yeah. Who's in Phoenix?
Was it
Kelly Oubre?
No, Mike Bridges. The guy who was like his mom was in like the Sixers like front office, and she was like, "Oh, my baby's going to the Sixers," and like traded to Phoenix. Oh,
poor kid.
Next up, Auburn War Eagle versus New Mexico State.
I'm going Auburn. They won the SEC championship,
and they got Bruce Pearl,
who's a good coach.
Yes, he is.
But he also got in trouble for doing something illegal a few years ago.
Yeah, but statute of limitations are over. Rapid go to the league.
Big facts.
Kansas Rock Chalk Jayhawk versus Northeastern from Boston.
I'm gonna go Kansas.
Yeah, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Everything from Boston sucks.
Yeah, bingo. Except for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, that's true. And Terry Rose here.
Yeah, scary Terry. Iowa State versus Ohio State. Iowa State Cyclones dub.
Yeah. That team from the South or North or whatever. I don't know.
All right, H-Town, Houston Cougars versus Georgia State.
Houston's tough.
Yeah.
They're doing stuff that they haven't done since
Clyde.
yeah.
Yeah. 5 Slam and Jamma.
Mm-hmm.
Wofford versus Seton Hall.
I'm gonna go Seton Hall.
I'm gonna go Wofford. Everyone's been hyping up Wofford, so I'm gonna give them some love.
Well, I haven't seen anything about them because I haven't seen the TV in a while.
All right, now we got Kentucky versus Abilene Christian.
I can't believe they're a 2 seed. Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm going UK. They got that one kid from Queens too.
Yeah.
Nick Richards.
Yeah.
6'11".
Mm-hmm.
Was it? I think Springfield Guards is where he runs.
2 years in a row. I see
That's
you.
right.
I see you out here.
Yeah.
New York City basketball is on point.
Yes, sir. Now we back on the East Coast with Duke versus. I got Duke versus VCU. You got Duke versus UCF.
I got Duke no matter what.
So I'm gonna take Duke too. They have this guy. What's his name?
Cam Reddish.
The other guy.
Trey Jones?
No, not the other guy.
RJ Barrett?
No, the other guy.
Coach K.
No, the other guy.
That's it. They don't get nowhere else.
Oh, wait a minute. He's like the top 5 player in the league. Zion.
He's good. I've seen him play a couple times.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have what is this? The Sweet 16. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So round 2 into going to Sweet 16. I have Liberty versus Va Tech. Who you got?
I got Mississippi State versus St. Louis. Completely different matchup.
Who you gonna pick?
I'm gonna go St. Louis. They're making a run this year.
I'm gonna pick the Hokies.
Their run is gonna stop.
Oh yeah, very soon. Very soon.
They made the run.
All right. My next matchup is the Terps versus LSU.
Mine is Maryland, Yale. I'm gonna go Maryland.
All right. I'm gonna go LSU.
And then I got Louisville, Michigan State. I gotta go State.
I'm gonna go. Oh, Minnesota versus Sparty. I gotta be realistic. I'm gonna pick Sparty. I mean Izzo. I mean when it comes to March Madness, this is his forte.
This is what he does.
This is what he do. Hall of Famer. Who's your next matchup?
The Zags and Baylor.
Zags and Baylor. I know you're gonna pick Baylor.
Sure gonna pick Baylor.
Sick'em Bears, right? Sick'em Bears. Right. Zags versus Qs. You might want to cover your ears for this one.
They can't beat Syracuse.
I'm picking Zags. They're a pretty good team.
They're yeah, they lock them up. I got Marquette versus Florida State. Going Florida State.
I got Murray State versus the Knolls. I believe in Ja Morant. Where is Ja? Where is Ja? Dave Chappelle. Where he's like, when a crisis like this, why would you ask for a rapper? And he's like, who thinks what Ja would think? Ja Rule would think. So where is Ja? Ja is advancing in my bracket. Next up, I got the Johnnies versus Texas Tech.
I got Buffalo versus Texas Tech. I'm gonna rock out with Buffalo.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep it thorough in the Q borough. Jamaica Queens, Q30. We out here.
They making a run?
Yeah, we're marching. We're dancing.
All right.
We dancing. We're getting light.
I got
Showtime.
Florida, Montana. And I mean Montana beat Michigan, so they can definitely beat Florida.
True.
So I'm gonna go Montana. Shout out to my boy French.
Montana. So the Wolfpack versus Montana. I'm picking Nevada.
Reasonable.
Wolfpack.
In the South Side, I got Virginia versus Ole Miss. Virginia does not do well against tough teams, so I'm gonna go Ole Miss.
Okay. Virginia versus Oklahoma. Virginia likes to grind you out, and they play great defense. They slow the game down. In Oklahoma, I don't really know how they'll do against that. But I'm gonna pick Virginia. feel like last year they recognized, we can't take games too lightly against UMBC, so they're like, they'll focus. Who you got?
Wisconsin and Kansas State. I'm gonna go Kansas State.
The Ducks versus Kansas State for me. I'm gonna keep it in a conference of champions. Quack quack. Trying to get some free Nikes for night. Holla at your boy, Sports League Pod. We out here.
What I got? St. Mary's versus Old Dominion. Oh my goodness.
I got the same matchup.
I'm gonna go St. Mary's.
Yeah, I'm gonna go St. Mary's too. Just off the strength that they beat the Zags.
That game will never happen. Cincinnati, Tennessee. I'm gonna go Tennessee. Shout out to my boy Peyton.
Okay. Cincy versus Colgate. I'm gonna pick Cincy. Do you think I'll be picking for that matchup right there, Joel?
Probably. Good chance. Iona versus Utah State.
Oh wow,
I put myself here. I'm going Iona.
Hey, bracket buster.
Oh,
the Gales.
Iona versus Montana at some point.
Oh man,
I'm going for it.
So we got the Tar Heels versus the Huskies. I'm gonna pick the Tar Heels. Picking them.
And Auburn, Kansas. I'm gonna go Auburn.
Ooh. You know what?
Kansas will be happy about this.
Yeah. Kansas hasn't been dominating like they have the past 15 years. They literally won the Big 12 15 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole thing.
They had a lot of injuries.
Yeah. So I'm going to pick Auburn. They look hungry. You got Bruce Pearl. Speaking of Bruce Pearl, he was a coach at Tennessee.
He was. And
that's right.
Trouble.
That's right. So, you know what, Bruce Pearl, I'm riding with you, bro. I'm riding with you. I'm picking Auburn. War Eagle.
I don't remember what he did, but he got in trouble.
Yeah.
That's the major key. Iowa State and Houston. I'm going to go Houston.
I got the same matchup. Iowa State just won their conference, but...
So did Houston.
Yeah, Houston, yeah. They got... I don't know. I feel like they're a sexy pick, so I'm going to pick Houston.
And then Seton Hall, Kentucky. Seton Hall is rocking with you, but there's a guy from Queens on Kentucky.
True.
So,
you know what?
Keeler.
That's a good reason to pick Kentucky, too. So I'm going to pick Kentucky.
They're also better.
Yeah, I got Kentucky versus Wofford, so I'm just going to pick the Queens kid. And then you also got Calipari, so...
Yeah. Shout out to J. Cole. Also Queens, St.
Queens, St. John's. We out here.
Duke versus St. Louis. This is a tough one.
Yeah, this is the Jason Tatum classic.
Yeah. You know, St. Louis is dope.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of film on them.
Yeah.
They got a lot of tough teams.
Yeah.
But they have no chance. This will be about a 40-point game.
Ooh, 40-point game.
40 points.
Yeah. Okay. Duke versus the Hokies. Sorry, Vitek. Zion is back. You're not winning this one.
No.
You're not.
Another 40-point game. I got Maryland, Michigan State. This is the big dance. This is the tournament of money. So I gotta go Michigan State. You know, they gotta make Duke versus Michigan State be a thing.
For me, LSU versus Sparty. I'm going Sparty.
We're pretty much for chalk in that bracket.
Yeah.
Baylor, Florida State. Florida State's run's not done yet. They're playing. They're playing the next game.
Zags versus Murray State. I'm picking the Zags. I mean, John Moran's really good, but I mean, the Zags are a really good team.
Yeah, they played well this year. Buffalo, Montana. Buffalo's run is going to continue. Sorry, Montana.
The Johnnies versus Nevada. My heart says the Johnnies.
Well, I can't see our color. He did it.
So Nevada, you know what? I mean, it's March Madness. They call it Madness for a reason. I'm going to go on a limb.
Let's get crazy.
I'm going to get crazy. I'm going to keep it Union Turnpike. You know what I'm talking about?
Right
I'm gonna keep it Grand Central Parkway style. I'm gonna pick the Johnnies.
I should have brought my St. John shorts.
Yeah.
Look it up. I was on the team. I got shorts. I was on the team. Ole Miss versus Kansas State. I'm gonna go Kansas State.
I like the Ducks versus Virginia. I mean, the Ducks, like I said, are riding a wave right now that I really like. So I'm gonna pick the Ducks. Oregon. Phil Knight, send me some. I wear size 13, Phil Knight. You should know that. And a size large and everything else.
St. Mary's, Tennessee is easy. This is Tennessee.
St. Mary's versus Cincy. I'm going Cincy. Hope you enjoy that run. Wait, no. They're still running.
They're still running.
Yeah, they're still running.
They're
you good.
fast.
Yeah.
Iona, Auburn. Shout out to my boy Chuck. Auburn's still in it.
UNC versus Auburn. On my birthday, no less, March 29th.
Hey,
Send me gifts. I want all the gifts. UNC versus Auburn. Jeez. I mean, UNC is a really good team. I'm sorry, Jill. I'm sorry. I gotta go UNC.
Houston and Kentucky. I think Houston has some age. Kentucky got a lot of talent. I'm gonna go Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm going Kentucky too. I had the same matchup. Kentucky versus Houston on my birthday too. So give me a good birthday gift, Nick Richards. Represent Queens really well. I want 19 blocks, 94 points, and 74 rebounds. Anything less is a disappointment.
By you, not the whole team.
No.
Just you as the
That's right.
individual. Duke, Michigan State. Coach K just destroys Izzo every single time.
I'm ditto.
So,
Ditto.
That's not
Ditto.
even a thing.
Yeah, there we go. Dukies.
Florida State, Buffalo. I'm going to do a nice little rematch for the people. Florida State. Oh my God. I have Florida State in the Final Four.
Oh, wow.
You're welcome, Seminoles.
Chris Ward is rejoicing right now.
That guy.
Yeah, there we go. Next tape forever.
Mm-hmm.
The Zags versus St. John's. This pick is like the ending of 300, spoiler alert, where the Spartans fight valiantly against the massive Persian army, and so the Johnnies will die heroically on their shield against the Zags in the Elite Eight. But I'm going with the Zags. Shouts out to Chris Mullen. Shouts out to Mitch Richmond. Shouts out to Sky Lindsay. She's a reporter for the women's team.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Kansas State versus Tennessee. Kansas State's run is over. Tennessee's going to the Final Four.
The Ducks versus the Bearcats. If this was an actual fight, the Bearcat would win. You know what? I'm going to keep it actual then. I'm going to pick the Bearcats.
Wow.
Wait. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Bearcats.
Auburn versus Kentucky. Kentucky's going to the Final Four. Sorry. How do you spell Kentucky?
Just do UK.
It's too many letters.
UK versus UNC. This is a matchup of the Blues. And UNC is going to get the Blues. Picking the Wildcats.
Duke versus Florida State again.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Reddish knocked down a three-pointer to win at the buzzer.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Reddish knocked down a three-pointer to seal the game in the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Reddish knocks down a three-pointer to send them to the national championship. Shout out to my boy Cam Reddish. Y'all sleeping.
Yeah.
This kid's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. I'm picking the Dukies over Zags. So,
Payback.
yeah, I see like, big time payback from Maui.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. Yeah. And, what you guys on the other side?
I got Tennessee versus Kentucky. Another rematch. Tennessee beat them last time.
Right?
Kentucky's probably still upset about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give the people what they want. Kentucky's going to the national championship.
So you picked Tennessee
Versus Kentucky.
and then you had Kentucky winning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I had Cincy versus Kentucky. They're both kind of close geographically, but they won't be close in this game. I'm riding my guy from Queens to win this game in Calipari. So Nick Richards, make do what it do, and Kentucky. Ooh,
We
like
took
I said,
a very different path to get here.
yeah, we did. And like we said before, it's gonna be a bunch of upsets in the beginning, but it's gonna go back to blue bloods. It doesn't get any bluer than Duke and Kentucky.
This ain't a game. This ain't a game. The national champions again.
Yeah.
With the brothers
I got
doing
the
it
Dukies.
again.
I got the Dukies.
The brothers doing it again.
I mean, Zion's on a whole nother level.
Young Trey.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me? Duke. National champions.
Thank you for watching and listening on SoundCloud too. Let us know who you got for your national championships. Who are your bracket busters? Who are your favorites? And tell me why you pick certain teams if it doesn't make any sense at all. It's your boy Leek signing out for Sports League Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. My main man Jalil.
Go cop that new hat.
Oh yeah, Fukkatsu, Seoul, New York. That's why
Exclusive
this
joint.
bracket was Seoul, New York, St. John's, Kentucky, Nick
Facts.
Richards,
Big
Buffalo. We out here.
We
Thank
out.
you.
Gang, 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 gang.